Hey, what's up everybody? This is Dumpster Cat. Welcome back to another video. And in this one, we have yet another Sultai list as our second donation league coming from Phillip, a very insightful commenter and just supporter on the channel, and of course a very generous supporter on the Patreon. So thank you, Phillip, so much for this one. He brought to us today a very interesting Sultai energy list, so pretty different from the last one. Focused on the energy theme, mainly focused on Siphoner. Siphoner's a 2-drop that I've played just in regular, Golgari mid-range decks, not, having a solely energy-focused plan in the past, and still had some pretty good success for her as just a pretty well-rounded 2-drop, pretty aggressive, has some evasion with the menace, and of course card draw in the later turns, works very nicely alongside Aether Hub as perhaps your first or second land drop. Being able to get the guaranteed activation on turn 3 is very nice. We have a 1 of Attune with Aether, as other things along the energy lines, but most primarily we do have 4 of Rogue Refiner, and this is where the blue really comes into play. Rogue Refiner, in my testing, it kind of seems like not the most surprising or interesting card, right? Just a 3 mana 3/2 draw a card and get 2 energy, pretty vanilla, but it's very cohesive in the deck, and I found that it's quite vital to the plan overall. But yeah, other than that, we have a pretty straightforward BG plan with some light blue splashes. We do have some Shark Typhoons in the main deck, and then in the sideboard we do have some Disdainful Strokes for any of the, I would suppose, like 5-color Niftalite decks. Of course, mono green, this is great against perhaps some control decks. Unmoored Ego as the direct upgrade to Necromancer, as I mentioned in the last Sultai video, and then some other sweepers, some random trophies, and some value plans or some graveyard plans as well. My thoughts concerning this deck is I think it's pretty powerful. It has obviously a great theme going on with it. I'm not entirely sure if the blue splash is entirely necessary. Phillip, sent me this list, and we're pretty much playing almost the exact 75 that he sent, as I was just really happy with it as is, and he did some quite a lot of testing with it and top forward in RCQ with a deck extremely similar to this one, so very impressive results with that. But however, my main gripe with it is I'm not really entirely sure that we need the blue splash. Of course, as I just mentioned, Rogue Refiner is acts as a nice cohesive glue to the deck. However, if as in my past, like I said, having just Siphoner and perhaps just the Aether Hub may just be enough of a energy theme where we don't really need the blue. The blue does add the nice sideboard cards, and Shark Typhoon is nothing to scoff at. We can even bring in some other cards like Drown in the Loch, some other card draw cards, or some big mana beaters. However, I think it should be fine as is. I do definitely want to try this out as the bug list, right? We do get some pretty interesting mana lands in the form of Lumbering Falls, a really sweet one, kind of a blast from the past, if you will, and other than that, pretty cohesive mana base. Of course, 3-color mana bases are really tough in Pioneer, but the Aether Hubs do help out surprisingly a lot, and we definitely do want to be seeing this card every game. Pretty much same thing with Siphoner and the Rogue Refiner as well. But other than that, thank you so much, Phillip, for this one. I am very excited to get this one testing. And yeah, if you're interested in this content, consider subscribing, checking out the Patreon if you want to. And yeah, sit back and relax, and let's get on to the matches. Alright, here we are for match number 1. Looks like we're going to be on the draw once the opponent decides. Really excited to test out this deck. I've always been interested in the energy theme, and I'm glad Phillip has brought us this deck today. And we do have a pretty nice opener here up against a Jegantha deck, which could mean a variety of things. We'll keep this one. I guess this is a turn 3 activation of Siphoner, which is very nice. I always like to see that. Very interactive hand otherwise. Opponent mulligans to 6. Probably be getting, I guess it doesn't matter too much. Probably just a forest, if I had to imagine, with this Attune with Aether. Okay, so it looks like just a Niv deck, or otherwise just a Bring to Light deck for Omnath. Yeah, and I guess we do have double black for Liliana, so just get a forest here for scavenging ooze purposes. Not that ooze is entirely vital in this matchup, but still want to build up that habit, right? Okay, Caryatid's pretty good. Definitely on the draw. Don't have many ways of interacting with that, unfortunately. But we get to slam our Siphoner, then hopefully just Edict it away with Liliana next turn. But we'll see. Hopefully the opponent doesn't have any form of interaction. Fable, okay. So that does get around Liliana Edict. Ooh, and it changed the rocks. Yikes. Okay, that's really good. Wow. So I'd imagine here we probably just have to push the Shaman token. Wow, that was a really good sequencing from them. Would have loved to draw on a Decay instead of that trophy, but it's alright. Actually, you know, we could trophy the Sacred Foundry. Get back Siphoner. Yeah, how about let's do that. Let's play Shipwreck Marsh. We could pass and then leave up push on the Shaman token and then leave up Decay or a trophy on the Sacred Foundry. Could have done it in the draw step, but I think I don't mind just doing it like this after they decide what they want to discard, if anything. Okay, nothing. Well, that's a little scary. Is this an Omnath? Looks like it is. Okay. Alright. I think I actually may have to trophy that now. Because they likely have a land drop here. Yeah, I think we're going to have to trophy this one, unfortunately. It's just a bit too much value for us to be able to deal with. Unfortunately. Yeah, what was it, turn 3 was pretty insane with Fable into Change the Rocks. Okay, there's a Siphoner though. I think we're still probably supposed to Liliana Edict. Unfortunately can't leave up push. We can't just slam Chariot though. They do have all of their colors. Yeah, they do have all their colors, so can't really interact with their mana base that much. It's pretty close. I think I still like getting Liliana down, though. And then I do think we want to Edict. I mean, plussing is a little attractive, but I think just getting the Edict down is what we want to be doing, but still like not in the best shape by any means. The Omnath was definitely pretty problematic for us. But they could just have like a Bring to Light here and it would be quite good. It looks like they do. Wow, okay, well, pretty good start from the opponent. Not drawing Thoughtseizes this game was also a little bit of a detriment for us. Okay, they do get a Valky, exiling 2 basics, so not too bad. They take our Swamp. Oh, okay. Yeah, with Trophy gone, there's not many ways we can interact with that, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, I guess best thing we could do here is just play both siphoners. But again, we're pretty far off from winning this game. Oh. Okay, so they exile the siphoner. Play it for themselves, sure. Copy it. Kill Liliana. Yikes. Okay, I think I'll concede there. Well, we do have the Disdainful Strokes, which I mentioned in the deck tech, and we do have the extra trophy. Don't think I would want anything else, maybe besides the Bank Busters, but we'll see what we could cut. Decay is alright. I mean, it would have been nice there against the Change the Rocks, but otherwise it doesn't have that many targets other than like Fable. Because I would probably want it over like some number of pushes though. So I could probably cut like all the pushes maybe. We do get the trophy as well. Strokes. Power word kill is still probably alright. It's a matchup where the Last Hope is notably worse than Of the Veil. Yeah, I suppose that's probably the best we could do. Maybe bring in a Bankbuster for one of the power word kills, possibly. Sure, how about that? We have a lot of interaction. Anyways. But yeah, this is otherwise like a matchup where I feel very comfortable with, like with a normal BGX midrange deck. So we'll see how this deck fares in this post-board match. Okay, so we see the 3-color mana base here. I mean, I think we have to keep this. It's really close. I hate going to 6 because this is just like an otherwise keepable card. I mean, our hands, we have 2 playable cards. Glissa is really quite good. I'm going to keep it just because we are on the play and I love having turn 2 Siphoner. But I'll acknowledge that it's not the best. But yeah, definitely like this is my worst nightmare when playing 3-color decks. Like we just have such terrible fixing. Part of the reason why I was like, maybe just have this as a straight green-black deck, right? Okay, second Glissa is definitely not ideal whatsoever. If we hit a blue source though, we're have some pretty nice protection with the stroke. Looks like, oh, they have a Change the Rocks, seriously, man. Always have it. And Thoughtseize a little bit too late here. I think we still have to go for Glissa. Curious Briefcase, okay. Okay, and no third land. So we get to attack. I'm sure they'll just chump block. And then Thoughtseize. Ooh, yikes. Probably gonna take this Fable, but it's a pretty nasty hand. Otherwise, 2 Bring to Lights, Hostage Taker. The draw land here then could be a little rough. Looks like they did not. Fortunately for us, and we get to untap. Let's start by attacking yet again. And then, don't mind just leaving up stroke here, I feel like. Yeah, like if they hit a land, they're going to bring to light and we just easily stroke it, counter it. Otherwise, they're just playing hostage taker, which we could counter quite easily as well. But either way, they're like putting themselves off of mana for future turns, so this is just like, oh yeah, this is even better. Just like a pretty good exchange for us. Now we can, okay, they hit their third land, but now we can get our Siphoner back. So this is how the deck is supposed to function. Get the energy, so we can activate next turn, which is very nice. And then I think, do I want to get Liliana down? I don't mind getting or the Refiner down, rather. As we just draw a card. Okay, Decay is very nice. And then if they do want a hostage taker, we could just edict it away next turn. So yeah, and they just concede. Okay. So that was nice. Of course, the opponent failed to hit their land drops, but we'll take those. I think we just run this back. So seeing hostage taker may want to bring in power word kill. Perhaps for scavenging use? Maybe? Sure, I don't mind that. Yeah, I suppose not having duress in the main deck is, or sideboard rather, is definitely something I'm kind of missing. Okay, this is a very reactive hand, but I think we're still keeping it. Definitely would love to draw a threat though. One of mulligans to 6. But we do have all our colors, so don't mind it. We get to draw with Shark Typhoon. Bankbuster, Binding. Interesting. Probably just have to take one of these Bankbusters. Definitely not the best hand, and this is a hand where I would love to have more threats, which is a little unfortunate. Yeah, we're just not drawing much. I think I'm going to have to cycle the Shark Typhoon on 0, unfortunately. A Briefcase. It's actually pretty good for them. So they have Fable Passage and Binding in hand. Liliana, okay. Not terrible. Was definitely, I think, just the play here. I'm sure this will probably just eat away their Binding. Draw. Yep. Okay. Man, we're just really not drawing well. I suppose we'll get a tapped Watery Grave and just pass. Yeah, and they get to draw so many cards here, then still have the Briefcase later on to draw. Caryatid. Wow, okay. Fable coming in just under Disdainful Stroke, unfortunately. Thanks. Siphoner, okay. So With that draw, I'll run out the Aether Hub, play out Siphoner, so that we can have 2 energy to activate her next turn if she survives, which I feel like is a little unlikely. Definitely, given that they are able to loot away some lands here. Yep. Keep Fable Passage, I'm assuming, for Omnath. Change the rocks. Yeah. It's quite good. And crew. Guess I didn't tap my mana the best. But that's okay. Cannot activate Lumbering Falls, unfortunately. 1 mana off of doing so. And the disdainful stroke just being quite embarrassing here. Okay, I think I'll just concede there. Pretty unfortunate variance. But, I mean, we saw the deck kind of do something there in game 2. But yeah, just kind of variance caught us here. And yeah, I mean, this is a matchup where I feel very comfortable playing a quote-unquote normal BGX deck. And I'm pretty sure I haven't lost a match against them with just my normal list. So definitely take that into mind going forward, and I'll see you for the next one. All right, here we are for match number 2 on the play, and we have a not the best hand against another Giganta deck. Yeah, I think I have to put this one back, unfortunately. No blue, no 3rd land on the play, just can't keep that. This one's not too ideal either, but I think we're going to have to keep this one in 6. Putting back... what do we put back? Probably just the Scavenging Ooze, as Siphoners are the better 2 mana play. Put out also Mulligans, though. I think I will just lead with the Aether Hub. I mean, it right away just like... gives away our plan, but I think that's alright. Hopefully it's not the same deck as last match. I've just been seeing that deck so much lately. Or variants of it. So honestly, maybe. Yeah, looks like it. Unfortunate. Yeah, unfortunately we do have to use the black mana here, or use the energy counter to make black mana from Aether Hub, so we can't immediately activate next turn. Possibly another detriment to the mana base. Yeah, they never don't have it. Okay, at least we do get the tomb here, or the 3rd land. I think it's just Glissa, just be mana efficient. Could have gone Refiner there, but I think I want to be proactive, and if this is able to stick, then we're in really, really good shape. Which I, imagine it likely does, given that they already use one of the removal spells. They have 8 in the deck, so maybe there's a likelihood that they do still hit the other removal spell, but we'll see here. Okay, just a Fable. We can deal with that. Blooming Marsh. So I think it's just a pretty easy decay. Well, I guess we could attack first, because we could also target change the rocks with decay. Sure. All right. Now, we can just decay like the Fable as well, but I think just like I would prefer getting my creature back. Play land for sure, and yeah, I think I don't mind passing here. I feel like decaying the token there is a bit too aggressive, but it could be the line. Discard Selfless Glyphweaver and a land. Is this an Omnath? It is, okay. It's pretty scary, for sure. But we do get our Siphoner back. We do get the second energy, so we can activate on our turn. Ooh, and there's a Shieldered, interesting. Okay, well, I think I'm going to start by attacking. They take it, okay. So I think I'll for sure just destroy Fable. And then I guess Shieldred. Yeah, I feel like it. I mean, like, going double Siphoner is not terrible either. They don't play Supreme Verdict in their deck, as somebody pointed out in one of the previous videos with Jagantha. You can't play Supreme Verdict, so that's not a Bring to Light target. Yeah, I mean, I would imagine like either way we're just in really good shape. It's probably just Shieldred though. And yeah, even like a Bring to Light for Valky here. Exile Shieldred, we're still like dealing them 5 at least. Or, yeah, dealing them 5 at the most, I suppose. And threatening to kill Valky. Whoa, Cyclic Garden. Whoa, what? That's I was not expecting that. I would assume they just want to play that to gain 4 life. Brings them down to 5 though. I'm not sure. I was expecting them, with them not playing anything there, to not have lands, but okay, I guess Fable Passage is probably the best lands though. So they get to cast something else here. Looks like it. Go for Forest. Definitely good to know with the trophy in the deck. And to change the rocks, interesting. There's Shieldred gone. Briefcase. So that could block Glissa. And something else. Oh, and I carried it. Jeez. Okay. Wow. So hoping for a removal spell off the top for sure. Maybe then Siphoner, double Siphoner was the play last turn. Get the Liliana, which is really interesting. I think I want to start by attacking. I feel like they just like block Glissa here, take the Siphoner damage. Then perhaps can just Liliana away their last card. Or Edict, depending if they... Because they could like double block the Siphoner here. I don't think they would do that, but then if they did, then we can Edict away the Omnath. So let's just attack first. Oh wow, this is a really interesting block. So this is going to work out pretty well for us. Yeah, I'm not... okay. So I guess they just wanted to kill the Siphoner, sure. Yeah, and then get to Edict. So, I mean, if their last card is Bring to Light, then we're in pretty tough shape, but I feel like they would have played it last turn, right? Off the mana, off of Omnath. So I think we should be in pretty decent shape here. Definitely Rogue Refinery's, like, not been too impressive, at least in this matchup. But we'll see what they do. Sacred Foundry, untapped. 7 mana. Okay, hardcast Tybalt, sure. It's pretty good. Yeah. Alright. Well, if that was a top deck, then that was a pretty good one. I think we just go double Siphoner here. Yeah. Unfortunate thing is they could play Glissa next turn. I think we're gonna have to plus away the Scavenging Ooze, just so if they do that, we can still Edict it away and swing in. But yeah, it's definitely those are, I mean, either the land or the Tybalt. Still a good top deck, right? Okay, they just have 2 lands though, fortunately. Yep. Okay, I mean, if they don't have another creature here, then should be pretty in decent shape. Yeah, looks like it. So we get 2 draws here, which is nice. Chariot and Power Word Kill. So this is a zombie elf. So Power Guild does deal with that. So I guess with Menace, we actually don't really need to Edict or kill it. Question is, do we want to kill Tybalt or just attack them? I think probably just attack them. Or, sorry, kill Tybalt. In that case, I think I want a plus. And honestly, I think I might plus away this Chariot. No. We don't have energy. I was going to say plus away Chariot so we can go Rogue Refiner plus Power Word Kill off the Takenuma, but I'm just going to discard Takenuma. Fable Passage. Okay, so let us start by killing Tybalt, getting to energy. I think I'm just going to play my Chariot, honestly. Ooh, I guess we could have actually played Rogue Refiner now. Okay, that was a bit of a oversight on my part. Yeah, I mean, I'll just play Chariot. Like, the 2/2 is a fine chunk blocker for Glissa if they want to be attacking, which I feel like they probably won't be wanting to with the play of Chariot, so I think this is fine. And yeah, they can cast an Aether Hub now, or play an Aether Hub, but that's about it. And now they just need to top deck a Bring to Light, basically. But even then, what they get, like an Omnath as their best card, and that doesn't do much. Yeah, okay. So that definitely went according to the plan. Wasn't even able to cast, or didn't even want to cast Refiner. We did have the Aether Hub to do it, or to do it on certain turns, I should say. But yeah, I didn't really need to cast, or want to cast a Rogue Refiner there, so, you know, perhaps not too cohesive, or not too necessary, I should say, still cohesive. I think we probably just make the same sideboard plans, though. Take out the pushes, bring in the Disdainful Strokes and Trophy. I think Stroke does have enough targets to be able to warrant having the 3. And then what we brought in, Bankbuster for a Scoos, right? Whoops, Scoos. Yeah, I don't think bringing in Unmoored Ego is the plan for this matchup. Naming Bring to Light is just, I mean, like, it does something, but I don't think it's too impactful enough. And like the tempo disadvantage of having to, you know, use 3 mana, say like your turn 3, to get rid of something that may not even come up in the game is just too detrimental for us. Yes, it can definitely be good in certain circumstances, but it's just not worth it to me. And I'm sure you guys would agree. But I mean, yeah, like, the blue is not doing much for me so far. It did seem Phillip was pretty adamant on the 3 colors. I mean, and yeah, like, sure, Aether Hub and the Attune with Aether help out a bit, but don't know if it's too necessary. But I definitely want to try it out, just to kind of get more information on it. Okay, here we are finally for game number 2 of match 2. We have, again, like a reactive hand. I think we were able to keep it. We still have all our colors. Opponent also mulligans to 6, which is good for us with Thoughtseize in hand. But yeah, definitely another matchup where I'm missing duress post board. Turn 1 Fabled Passage, alright. I guess there is a play for turn 2. Opponent's playing a little slow. Okay. Wow. 2 lands. I would imagine they get red mana with this. Then Bankbuster. Huh. Interesting. So yeah, you get another hand where I would love to be proactive instead of reactive. Just have a lot of good top ends too. Oof. Think I have to take the Fable here. Like, they have a pretty high likelihood of hitting the 3rd land. And like, you have to assume in a matchup like this we're going to be going to the late game anyways, even if they stumble like for 1 turn not hitting their land drop. Could have taken Bankbuster and tried to get lucky, but definitely with a reactive hand like this, I don't think we're able to do that, honestly. Oh, they don't even have the basic mountain though? What? Okay, well, I guess with that information we should have just taken Bankbuster. Oh, that was a good draw. I could have sworn that they play one of each basic, but I guess they don't for some reason. But yeah, Siphoner is definitely just the play here. Hopefully they don't have a way of removing it. Currently can't cast Change the Rocks. And yeah, it'd be pretty difficult to do Leyline Binding. Okay, found another land, but it is a Fabled Passage. And another Siphoner is actually quite welcome. So definitely playing the Shipwreck Marsh, and then honestly we may just want to trophy the Tumble Garden. That's something that's really appealing right now, because they're gonna have to. We would do it on their draw step. They would have to fetch up. I mean, we know they have Forest, right? Is that better than just playing Siphoner? I mean, we already get to draw off Siphoner next turn. So I think I'm gonna do it, honestly. At the very least, it just like hinders the amount of colored sources they have, if not, Stone Raining them outright. So I think I like that. Yeah, there's the red mana, so they have green mana. Could also just be correct to go after the Bankbuster, but actually no, that's not correct. That would ramp them. Seemingly ramp them. But yeah, I think I like this play. Wait a minute, what? Wait, I'm so confused. Why didn't they get their mountain off the first Fable Passage? I guess just because we took the Fable. And they wanted to prioritize blue for some reason, for Bring to Light maybe? Doesn't make much sense to me. But yeah, okay, so there's the green, the Forest. Are they gonna draw here? Definitely wouldn't mind that. I guess we could have Besiege'd as well. But that allows them to get just another shock land, so not sure how much I like that. Okay, so they use their mountain to do that. Another Bankbuster, interesting. And Triumph. Okay. Liana the Last Hope, interesting. I feel like I just want to get my 2 creatures down here. They could potentially have a Bring to Light or Escape to the Wilds next turn, so yeah, if they want to get a Valky, then I'm definitely happy about just having the 4 power in play after them exiling. Yeah, I think that just has to be the play. Also gives us another energy for potential activation next turn off Siphoner. So yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Okay, immediately draws, makes the token. It's good. Liliana fuel, Liliana fodder. But does get them the treasure token. Sylvan Curated, okay. Okay, I'd pass. So get 1 draw. Ooh, wow. Disdainful Stroke is really nice, but don't hit another land, which is a little unfortunate. Definitely 23 lands. Perhaps not too ideal. I think we're still going to start by attacking. And then if they activate Bankbuster, then we just power kill it. Yeah, I don't think I want to Liliana here. I think I definitely want to leave up Disdainful Stroke for one of their 5 drops next turn. But yeah, the Siphoners are just like really, really good here. But yeah, yet another game where the Refiners are perhaps not the most attractive play. I mean, it's kind of hard to get data as we've just played against only 2 decks so far. But at least in this matchup, it's not too attractive. And yeah, this is just a really nice exchange for us. Get to take away their future draws, still leave up Disdainful Stroke. They block Scoos, and then take 4 down to 10. We additionally get the energy activation, or the activation off Siphoner with energy on our next turn, if at least one of them survives. So yeah, feeling pretty good here. And I think they're very likely to just slam one of these 5 drops, and then we get the clean answer. Yeah, definitely just like love being able to trophy lands in the Pioneer format. It feels so good. And, you know, to have actual good effect off of that. Omnath, interesting. Going for Omnath over Bring to Light or Escape. Definitely just still gonna counter it though. They have 2 mana now, potentially 3. Okay, looks like they don't have anything else. Chariot and another Siphoner. Still no 5th land though. So if we attack, then they can activate their accrue their Bankbuster. So and only one creature in the graveyard for skews, so I think we just attack with the Siphoners. They take it, okay. So now do we want to go Liliana or just go Chariot? I think with them at 6, going Chariot makes the most sense. Now they pretty much have to bring to light for Valky. Or I suppose they could get their Wrath effect, right? The glyph, whatever the other side of Glyph Weaver is. Okay. But they have to tap out for that. And I think I still like just jamming the Chariot, force him to do it. Yep, with 4 colors, okay. Oh, extinction event, interesting. Okay. Sure. So it wipes the entire board, but we still have Chariot in play. Another land for them. And pass, okay. Hopefully we hit a land here. No, it's just a disdainful stroke, huh. Okay, well then I guess we kind of have to go. I was hoping for a land so we could just go Refiner, Siphoner, and then Crew Chariot and attack. But without drawing land, I think we just have to go Siphoner and then leave up Disdainful Stroke. I guess if we weren't going to draw land, Disdainful Stroke was like the second best option, as we just counter whatever they play, and then we could potentially swing for lethal next turn, but we'll see. We'll see. Do get a draw Siphoner if she survives. Siphoner has been so powerful, at least in this matchup. Definitely like in a matchup like Creativity, where they have Spike Field hazards. She's not the best, but definitely in this matchup where definitely feels powerful. Fable. Interesting, okay. So yeah, I suppose Escape to the Wild's probably, I mean, they could have tried to found like a Leyline Binding or change the rocks, but I guess they don't have white mana other than the treasury token. But yeah, interesting that they didn't go for that. Oh, and there's the binding. Okay, so then it's a pretty easy Disdainful Stroke. Still enough with lands, okay. Oh, jeez. So they could crew with Bankbuster. No, they can't, rather. Sorry, this is crew 3, my bad. So I guess we start by attacking. I don't think we want to crew with Chariot. Play creature first. think we definitely want to play Glissa this turn. Yeah, so I'll just attack first, get in my 2 damage, get my energy. Then just play Glissa, I think. Yeah, definitely like the most proactive play there. See what they discard. Okay, there's the Glyph. Oh, so I suppose it was in their hand. Extinction Event was still the right play for them, though. I guess this would have been better, though. They could have kept around their creatures. Interesting, okay. Learning more about the deck, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, still don't have white or black mana. So that trophy on, what was it, the Temple Garden? And on turn 3 was just seemingly really good. I mean, they did have 2 Feeble Passages. Okay, there's the white mana, but still, yeah, really good. They're shocking in. Going down to 2. What is this? Bring to light for 4. For an Omnath? Interesting that they had to get the 4th Hostage Taker. Okay. Yeah, they had to shock in to get the 4th mana, huh? Or 4th color, rather. That's, yeah, I mean, now feels yet again even better with that trophy on the land. So they take a Glissa. So now if we top deck any removal spell, then we have lethal. Yeah, because they can't even crew off just 1 creature still. Thoughtseize and a land. Interesting. Okay. I don't mind Thoughtseizing. If we attack, then they just crew. And no, they can't crew. They just double block then, right? Yeah, I suppose we really needed to draw a removal spell there. I guess then we go Rogue Refiner first, try to find removal, and then Thoughtseize thereafter if we don't. Top our mana like this. No, okay. Valky, okay, sure. And a Beseiju for Chariot, perhaps. Well, I guess now we just attack with Chariot, right? I guess they just block with the Bankbuster. If we attack with the Siphoner, then we get to kill the Shaman token as they just have to double block. This is where a Fatal Push would be good in post-board. Interesting. I think yeah, I think I just don't mind attacking with the Siphoner. Nah, I'll go with the Chariot because we could still draw off Siphoner next turn. And I don't think I mind trading with Bankbuster here, especially given that they have the Beseiju in hands that they can't cast this turn. Just get in with the Chariot, get the value. Yeah, you got it. Definitely a matchup where Liliana the Last Hope is not too impressive either, and just like never able to cast the Shark Typhoon. Okay. They get an additional blocker, but they're just top decking. I've gone through 2 Bring to Lights so far, 1 Omnath, and the Valky. Oh, okay, they just cast Glissa. Okay. I guess I didn't really think about that. Huh. Yeah, now we really need to draw removal. Puts Gigantha in hand, okay. Yikes. Well, I guess we just go Could hard cast Shark Typhoon. I'm not sure if we want to be doing that. I think we just go Refiner into Liliana. Jeez, yeah. Wow. And then plus on the token, I'm assuming. Oh man, they could just copy with Fable. Hostage Taker now? Ugh. That's disgusting. Well, okay. I mean, otherwise a game that we like had the advantage in seemingly is coming apart now. Just like not finding removal and then just flooding out here while we were stuck on 4 lands for most of the game. Yeah, like Decay, Trophy, another Power Word kill. Liliana of the Veil could have been good. Yeah. I mean, I guess best case scenario for us, they just play Gigantha here. That's fine. I think they actually need to play Gigantha here, or just another blocker or removal spell, because we could... Oh, they misused the Glissa there. Okay, yeah, there's the blocker, because we could plus on the Siphoner. Plus on Siphoner. Suppose we should have thought seized first. But this Shark Typhoon could be lethal next turn. Ooh, actually going down to 3 is a little risky here. Uh-oh, what is this? Binding, oh. Okay. So we get I guess they should have done this earlier, right? So we get their Giganta. Go down to 3. Now if we attack, they have to block. I think we have to attack because, yeah, them, well, yeah, we have to attack. I think we need to get rid of this hostage taker. And then we have Shark Typhoon to block Glissa. Ooh, yeah, no, this is fine. So Shark Typhoon's going to be 3. If we play, yeah, we have to play Lumbering Falls. Okay. Pretty interesting game. Sorry, not commentating too much, just trying to think it out. Well, it's getting a bit close. This is still game 2, so if we lose here, then with them having like less than 4 minutes on the clock, we're still probably able to win. Okay. Because they really only need to block with or attack with Glissa. I guess we could I guess it doesn't matter too much. It's 1. Yeah, let's just do Shark Typhoon on 1. Because we have to block, and then we could draw into like a trophy here, or decay. Or Shield Raid. But yeah, we were dead to a binding there. But now we have 2 lethal attackers, so they change their rocks, okay. And they still have the Besage for Lumbering Falls. But yeah, looks to me that we have lethal with the shield, dude. Which is like not the most attractive or impressive place. But does get the job done. And yeah, they can see, oh, okay, so really close game there, a match there. Not sure if we could have made it easier on ourselves. Possibly we could have, but it's nice to get this match against them. At least we're 1-1 in the matchup. But yeah, I mean, the blue mana, I mean, Disdainful Stroke is nice, but like if these were just duresses, then I think I would have been fine, you know? I don't know. Not sure if the blue mana is necessary, but see you guys for the next one. Alright, here we are for match number 3. Hopefully we have a bit of a quicker one as compared to last match. Yeah, we could keep this. Turn 1 Aether Hub on Attune with Aether is a little awkward, but still getting the energy back is fine. Oh, looks like our wish was granted as we're against a red deck. I think I've seen this person in the leaderboards. I think we still need to Attune with Aether here. Just go for a swamp. Okay, so looks like it's the Atarka deck, Atarka's command. I think I'm just gonna leave a double fatal push, honestly. Siphoner is just extremely likely to die to any of their burn spells. Experimental synthesizer. Okay, actually, maybe something different, perhaps with like Shrapnel Blast. Okay, still with Bushwhacker though, interesting. So let's push the Swift Spear And I guess we just use our mana and push the Epicure as well. Can't push the Bushwhacker. And then just land the Glissa here. Really sucks if they have removal, but can't really play around that, unfortunately. Aether Hub definitely doing its work though. Fixing for us, but currently out of energy, so if we don't draw an untapped green source, we can't go Rogue Refiner next turn, for example. You know, Rogue Refiner does actually seem pretty decent in this matchup as a decent blocker that replaces itself. So no Gigantha, though, from the opponent. Ooh, they just go Synthesizer. Sacrifice has to be good for us. Yeah, no way of removing Glissa is great. Okay, I guess that's an untapped green source. Sure. Yeah, I think we just want to go Rogue Refiner. Get some energy back, get a card back. Eve. Do not like seeing that third Glissa though. Shocks in 5th land. Play with Fire Refiner. So they have they have like double Atarka's command. I guess we still have to block either way. Guess I'll block the token. Yep, that's 1. So buff creatures and deal 3 to me. Is there another one? Yep. So down to 8, and we're at 1. Not a good place to be. They have 2 blood tokens in play, so even if they draw into lands, then we're still not really in a good position. And we unfortunately don't draw removal. So we have to just hope that they, the top, 3 cards aren't any ways of dealing direct damage or whatnot, which is pretty unlikely. Oh, stoke the flames. Okay. Interesting. Sure. So we get up to 5 Wrath effects. I think I'll just start with 4. 5 is just so much, I'm not sure if that's necessary. And then nothing really else. Definitely just take out Thought Seizes. Siphoners are not too ideal either. I think I like everything else though. Last Hope is actually pretty good in this matchup. I guess Trophy is not bad. And then, yeah, I mean, I guess the 5th Wrath effect is probably just better than these Siphoners. Don't think I want Bankbuster. I think Siphoner's still better than Bankbuster, so probably have to just submit as is. Oh, no lander. Okay, I guess that's serviceable at least. I guess we just put back Trophy. I think they're just so likely to have a turn 1 play that I'll shock this in, but if they don't, then looking pretty embarrassed. A turn 1 creature, that is. Yeah, okay. Burning Falls. So I think I'll play that, not play out the Scoos, as it just dies to any of their burn spells. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And stoke the flames. How interesting. Wow, okay. Interesting. Well, that's a good draw. Just go Besiege you. Scavenging Ooze. Still dies to a 3 mana burn spell, or I guess 4 mana, or sorry, 3 damage burn spell, or 4 damage burn spell. But dodging play with fires. Still relevant, and keeping it Fatal Push here is nice. Sucks that they had double Burning Tree to play around Liliana minus, though. Roast. Okay, yeah, I think I'll just let that happen. Okay, good that they don't have a 1-drop threat, though, as we can push Burning Tree number 1, and then... Oh, well. I was gonna say Edict away the other one, but I think we're just gonna use our mana here and play out Chariot. I guess this is what being on the play allows us to do. Synthesizer, not too worrisome. I think I just start by attacking. Do have to use an energy here. Then I think I just plus. Okay, and they just concede. Sure. Okay. So that's pretty straightforward. Just drawing push basically won us the game. Any changes? I don't think so. Not that we really have many to make. Okay, I could keep this. Little heavy on lands, especially with the Attune of the Aether. But I don't think I want to be going down to 6 with this hand. There's an Epicure. Opponent mulligan to 6 though. Aether Hub. I think I'm supposed to leave up push here, rather than just play out the Attune with the Aether. Definitely would like to draw some non-lands though. Take this damage. Ooh, Caliphal Demolition is really good. Okay, sure. Another Rogue Refiner. Guess I'll play out the Besiege you and just go Attune with Aether here for, I suppose, a forest. Pass. Still leave up Fatal Push. Play with fire on upkeep. Interesting, okay. Scry to the bottom. Swift Spear. Okay, so I'll push that, but we're still taking a lot of damage. And we need to draw Ritual of Set or Extinction Event. I mean, we got five of them total in the deck. Yeah, that's not going to really do it. Just play out Refiner, draw. Nope, not going to do it either. Yep, there's a roast. Liliana, pretty awkward still. Wow, jeez, okay. If they just have removal spell again, then We're in pretty tough shape. Okay, no removal. I guess I'll just get rid of the epic here. And they pass. So they just had nothing last turn? It's kind of crazy. Maybe they have like Stoke the Flames in their hand. If so, then I probably just want a Liliana Edict. So they can't go like... I guess we wouldn't be dead if they just attacked with one. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's just the play, though. Liliana Edict. And then Siphoner. Pass. But we're dead to a lot of their burn spells, which I'm assuming they're leaving up in hand. Synthesizer, okay, maybe they... You have to wonder what they have in hand if they didn't play a land last turn, though. Last turn. Oh, a Gleeful Demolition, okay. I suppose that makes sense. Ooh, and a Play with Fire. Eesh. Gets rid of our Rogue Refiner. Yikes. It could kill Liliana, but I'm sure they just go after us. Yeah. I think I have to try to draw into a Wrath effect, so I'm gonna take this damage and then pay 1 to draw. Wow, okay. Jeez. I mean, we have a Scavenging Ooze, but wow, it's kind of really unfortunate. It's drawing so many lands as well. Another Gleeful Demolition, okay. Play this Forest, and yeah, hopefully Skoos takes us home. We have 3 activations. Burning Tree. Burning Tree into the Goblin would not be ideal here. Oh, what? They had that in hand? Oh, man. Now we're just surely dead, right? Jeez, wow. Well, I mean, it's pretty close. Kind of came down to this turn, I would imagine. But yeah, we're taking 10. We only go up to 5. Okay, tough matchup. Up against seemingly a good player. So yeah, tough stuff. And we just like definitely floated out this match and didn't draw our 5 Wrath effects. So it's a little unfortunate, but that happens. And I'll see you in the next one. All right, here we are for match number 4. On the draw with okay, I guess we have this match. Opponent lost connection to the game and they subsequently conceded. Okay, a little unfortunate. I mean, we'll take the bye, I suppose. Was wanting to play more, but okay, I guess we'll see you for the next one. Okay, here we are for match number 5 on the play. I guess I'm a little sad about not getting to play the last round, but I think I'll just play a 5th round in the tournament practice lobby after this. I have a 2-lander on the play, probably have to mulligan this one, unfortunately. 2 castable spells, pretty slow. We could keep, honestly. We have colored all of our colors. And if we're going to keep a hand like this, then we're going to need the early interaction, which we do have. Okay, I'll take a risk. Why not? Phillip, I hope you're feeling alright about the deck. I think it's been pretty powerful. Definitely the synergies are present and definitely quite powerful. But yeah, I'm not sure that we need the blue, man. I'm not sure that we need the blue. Opponent mulligans to 6. Just like imagine like sideboard. These strokes are duresses. These are necromenches. Like then we have still like a pretty surfaceable sideboard. You know. I don't know. And then we get rid of the Rogue Refiners and the Shark Typhoons in the main. Not sure. Okay, so mono white. So definitely like having the fatal pushes here. Thoughtseize is an interesting draw. I think I'm supposed to go for that here. Yeah, and I suppose I'll just take the Adeline. And then we could push this Luminarch Aspirant coming up. And then hopefully if we draw untapped third mana, we could Liliana Edict and have just a really nice plan going. But I think I like getting the Adeline, given that we don't have very many good ways of getting rid of that card otherwise. Like, I don't like going for the Aspirant there, you know, for example. And yeah, hopefully we hit land. I mean, if not, that's not the worst case scenario, but still pretty unfortunate. Okay. Well, still extremely good in the matchup, but not a land. But I guess I'll take it, I guess. Luckily, this ossification is not doing much. Interesting that the mono white is main decking this nowadays. I thought it was just a sideboard card, but I suppose it is not. I think I'll just push this, keep our life total high. And I can't really imagine anything else that we would want to take other than maybe like a Thalia. Okay, looks like they just have 2 1-drops here though. Yeah. So that's actually pretty good. Please, third land. Oh, man. Yikes, okay. Definitely max punished for our choice. I mean, definitely had a risk going into it, but yeah, I mean, I guess 23 lands as well. Still pretty tragic though. Now, if they have like a land, it's a 3-drop or even just a 2-drop, then it'll be pretty difficult to get back into this unless we go like land so that we could go Shield Druid on turn 4. But we get hit for 4. Shark Typhoon, oh man. Guess I'm cycling that. Wow. Really unlucky. I mean, I guess something to look forward to is the 5 Wrath effects we have in the deck. But man. Yeah, okay. So now it's going to be pretty hard to come back from this as Liliana can't plus and kill this officer. And okay, Ether Hub. I guess we play the Refiner. Draws a card, acts as a blocker. Oh no, then we're just dead to the ossification. Okay, my bad. I mean, I think we're dead either way there, but we should have played Liliana. The last open plus on, no. We were just dead either way. Never mind. Either the Lilianas wouldn't have made it so we would survive there. So my bad, but still, yeah, not the best. Okay, so 5 Wrath effects in. Thoughtseize is out. Like the last red matchup, the Siphoners are not too ideal either. So we have 3 cards to bring in. I suppose Trophy's not terrible. Hits Ossification at the very least. Bank Busters could be alright. but I think we probably just want, I guess we could go one Siphoner, one Bankbuster. It's probably decent. And yeah. Definitely like against aggro matchups, the 3-color mana base being like pretty slow is not ideal either. Looks like we're gonna have to mulligan this one, unfortunately. Ooh, into a 1-lander. Man, this variance is really not serving us today. Kind of likewise in the last donation league too, which kind of sucks, you know. We want to see these decks perform well, or function well, I should say. But I guess can't really do much about it. But yeah, just like, even if we had drawn land on what, like turn 4, even 5 last game, then we would still have a chance, but we just never got the chance. Oh, no green mana. Okay, well I guess we keep this, put back Chariot, and I guess put back Scoos. Man. And I will just leave up Fatal Push here. But jeez. 5 lands into 1 land into no green source. Man, that kind of sucks. And yeah, I'm just going to push anything that we see here. Okay, I mean, Ritual of Set is definitely a welcome draw. Into a Luminarch Aspirant. Okay, well, it's definitely Liliana Edictable. They have Mutavault next turn to attack into her, unfortunately, but I think if they use their mana for that, then we're fine with it. Not too happy, but we'll take that trade. Okay, well, there's a green source, fortunately. Okay. Three mana. Are they gonna activate Mutavault? I'm assuming they probably will. A wedding announcement. Okay. Interesting. Sure. Yeah, and not having something like Terra Sundered Spring in post board kind of sucks. In a matchup like this, the blue splash doesn't do too much, you know, especially post board. The Rogue Refiners are nice, like I said, as a blocker that replaces itself, but other than that, the blue doesn't really do much. Yeah, like even here, like we have blue mana, but nothing to do with it. Fortunately, though, they now probably have to activate Mutavault and attack down Liliana. And we still have the Ritual set to hold back on, and we, you know, at 20 life. So if we draw into, you know, some sort of card advantage engine, like a Glissa would be nice, then we could try to get back into this. For some reason they don't attack with the human token. Dauntless Bodyguard. Okay. Attune with Aether. So I guess now is probably the best time to cast the Ritual set. Yeah. Because they're going to be drawing cards with this when they're attacking with two or more creatures, so I think we have to go for it. It doesn't feel good as they're still going to get a token and they still have Mutavault, but I think we have to do it here. Get our forest. And then hopefully we draw into something. And hopefully they don't have much else. Ooh, yeah, actually, the indestructible now, they could still keep the wedding announcement around. Ugh. So maybe that wasn't the best, but I'm not sure. But yeah, looks like we're just gonna not be able to get much advantage either way. Wait, so what does this do? What? If you attack with two or more creatures this turn, draw a card. Oh, okay. I mean, sure, it's not a bad draw. Oh, what? Oh, no. I guess it is a bad draw because it actually costs 6. I always forget about that aspect of Redain. Wow, okay, jeez. Yep, and then if we don't draw like a ritual set here, then we're pretty much just dead. Well, actually, we can't even cast a ritual set. Okay, I think I'll just concede there, unfortunately. Yeah, I just kind of got ran over. Ritual set was okay, but still just needed to draw more interactive spells or like a Glissa to kind of get back into it. Or even a Rogue Refiner there. But I'll see you guys for the next one. Okay, here we are for technically round 6. Just wanted to get in an additional round because the match number 4 was a bye. The opponent just disconnected. So we're going to be just in the tournament practice lobby for this one. Yeah, we have a keepable hand. Let's keep this one. I did request for some tiered decks, so hopefully we are able to see that. Okay, sure. So it could be Greasefang, I guess most prominently. They took our Scoos, so yeah, probably Greasefang. Yes, okay. So 2 lands. I guess we take the Grizzly Salvage. They could hardcast Chariot, which would be annoying, but I think disrupting the combo is a bit more important right now. And then we do get to see turn 3 Siphoner activation with the turn 2 Aether Hub, which is very nice. If she survives, that is. But definitely need to draw some non-lands. Would like to see the second Scoos. I guess just removal. Decay would be nice. Okay, they find a vessel and activate immediately. Ooh, and there's a Greasefang though. So we do need to find removal now. Because they have the can't stay away. Yeah, they just put Greasefang in hand. Or rather, I guess they don't actually have any vehicles in the graveyard yet. My bad. Liliana Last Hope. Interesting. Guess that's not completely ideal. So we get an energy here. If we play the second Aether Hub, then we still have to use 1 energy to cast the Liliana, so unfortunately can't draw the extra card next turn either way we do this. But I think I'll Liliana and I'll minus to get back Scoos. Yep. Sucks that we actually, yeah, it's not a bad play at all. I was gonna say sucks that we didn't draw removal, but I guess their best play here would just be to hardcast Chariot, which seemingly wouldn't be the worst. Okay, yeah. And just Greasefang, okay. And they have these 3 cards in hands. Okay, gotcha. And push was nice. Start by plussing here. And yeah, I'll attack. Actually, no creatures in the graveyards, so we can't pump Scoos to be able to block Greasefang on the Liliana attack. So I think I actually just won't attack. Instead I'll play out Aether Hub, so we still get the energy. And then yeah, I'm assuming you only need 1 activation of Scoos, if any. So I'll just go like that. Leave a Fatal Push as well. But yeah, not attacking there makes sense given that we have the Aether Hub for the second energy. Yeah, okay. So not a bad play by any means, but we will still be able to push a token here. And then I don't think I want to use my energy to try to take them off Delirium, which they do have. Rather draw a card here. Pirate Kill, great. Rogue Refiner, okay. So how about we plus on the cat token. Play Overgrown Tomb, then play Rogue Refiner, and just pass. Still leaving up Scoos activations, and get to leave up Power Word Kill, which I think we may just want to fire off right now. No, they can't stay away, so yeah, I'll pass then. Okay, they're gonna crew, and then I think I am just gonna kill this now. We have the Scoos to keep Greasefang in check, so don't think we really need to save this for that. And I'd rather kill this right now. They could. It's not unlikely that they actually have another one with how they've been playing, but I think just. I like going for that. Makes sense to me. Yeah, okay. So it's a little annoying, but should still be able to at least stabilize the game somewhat. Okay, sweet. Another removal. Let's just plus on the cat token again. Gonna crew chariot. Okay, sure. And then I'll shock in a watery grave and play out Glissa. Or I guess I kind of want to attune with Ether here. So probably actually shouldn't have done that. Not too necessary. And then play Glissa. And we can pass. Yeah, shouldn't have shocked in the watery grave. Should have just played the forest off the attune with Aether. But yeah, I wanted to cast the attune with Aether to get 2 energy, so we could still activate Siphoner next turn. But yeah, I should have thought about that beforehand. And I guess we could have tapped one of the Aether hubs. Yeah, probably should have done that. Leaving up the overgrown tomb. Yeah, would have been better. Because now, if we want to use the power word kill or Skoo's activation, then we have to use one of the energies. Witherbloom command. Milling and draining, sure. Get back beside you. But yeah, we could definitely just ultimate this Liliana, or work towards ultimating Liliana to win this game, just because it is kind of like a stalemate at the moment. But looks like we will have to either kill Greasefang here or just eat up the chariot in the graveyard. Yeah, I definitely should have left it overgrown tomb untapped. Guess I'll use my mana. Yeah, sure. I guess we get got by an untapped black source, as they could still can't stay away in our main phase. Or in their main phase. But I think this should be fine. But yeah, we should be drawing an extra card next turn, unfortunately. Okay. Finally passes the turn. Unfortunately cannot draw. Just draw land, okay. But yeah, just keep plussing. Just play the forest. And then I guess I will... I guess we could attack with the Glissa. I guess it's probably just like not necessary though. And then I'll get away this Greasefang. Take away the chariot. And I think I'll just leave it as is. If they have traverse, then getting a Greasefang doesn't really do anything here, so we're fine. But yeah, no real need to attack with Glissa there if our game plan is just going to be ultimating this Liliana. Double Garden, okay. Ooh, looks like they may be attacking here. They draw yet another chariot, maybe? Yeah, looks like it. Great. Another siphoner. Okay, I mean that's not too bad. Could just continually plus yeah, I mean they have a lot of attackers here. So no more creatures in the graveyard, so Screws is still gonna stay a 3/3. At least at the moment. They're 2 lands away from hardcasting this Parhelion. I feel like they still can't really attack with the chariot, because they're attacking with chariot plus 3 cat tokens, and then we block, and then could still kill the 3 tokens. So yeah, I don't think they'll attack here. Oh, looks like it though. Okay, there we go. So definitely, so everything's at Liliana, so block like that, this, and then I don't mind just blocking all of them. And having to sacrifice 2 of our creatures to do so, because now they pretty much only have 3 cat tokens with Liliana still plussing. Get to gain some life here. Guess we should actually just do this first. And I suppose, yeah, let's goose this at 3-3. Let's just get rid of their delirium. I guess we could go after the vessels first, the enchantments. Another land, another scoos. Okay. Greasefang, alright. Does not really do much. Fortunately, the opponent's playing a little slow here, so... Well, I guess we knew about the Passeju. Okay. So we knew about their hand the entire time. Yeah. Opponent's playing a little slow. I mean, I guess that's an attacker, but still we're gonna ultimately on our next turn and then have an army of zombie tokens. So should be winning this. I guess Glissa counts as a zombie too, which is pretty sweet. So they're off delirium now, so let's just get this scoos to a 5/5 so it could technically block a Greasefang. And I guess go for lands now. Not that it matters too much. Push, alright. So just ultimate. I mean, I guess getting to see Leona emblem is very sweet. And then I suppose now we can start attacking a bit. Suppose just like this is fine. If they draw land, they can cast Parhelion next turn, which is actually pretty scary. I guess that does mean we kind of do have to attack here. Okay, just chump. It's fine. We will get our zombie tokens. So, how many do we get? 3, yeah, 3. Very nice. Okay, there's Parhelion. Watch them slowly tap their mana. Yep. So, can't crew this turn, or I guess can't attack this turn. We could push one of these cat tokens, and then I guess we could wait till our main phase to do that though. I mean, I don't know if I should respond to that. It's technically still correct to do, but I mean, they're still playing like a lot slower than me, so Not entirely sure why they're just saying that. Yeah, I guess just start by attacking with all. Yeah, then it looks like we're gonna have to save the fatal push for, noting that we're not getting revolt here. We're gonna have to save the fatal push for one of the angel tokens. Then we take 9. Get a bunch more zombies. So we take 9. Still no creatures in the graveyard, so can't gain any life. Go down to 2, and then have lethal next turn. And I think I'll still eat the graveyard. Sky Sovereign, okay. Sure. Okay, and they concede. Alright, so against Greasefang, of course we want the hearses. Trophy's probably fine as well. Probably don't want the strokes. Do we want Unmoored Ego? Maybe like, as a one-of it's fine, but I don't think I want it as my initial game plan. Sure, I'll try it out. I usually don't bring in these types of effects against Greasefang, but we could try it out for this one. I don't like Liliana. Chariot's a little unimpressive. Same thing with like Refiner. Yeah, okay. Suppose that should be fine. Okay. Yeah, I suppose I'm keeping this. No green or blue mana, but we have 4 castable spells. Thoughtseize probably takes Hearse, but we still have Power Word Kill to protect us. I guess I'll just say, like, if they like weren't aware. And then, sure, like if they go Grizzly Salvage into Greasefang, then I think we need to get the Siphoner down. Okay, and we're back. Sorry, I just had to take a phone call. So opponent Grizzly salvaged and didn't really hit much. Okay, and then Rafine's Informant, gotcha. Discarding Sky Sovereign. Alright, so let's see if we hit into a land. Thoughtseize is not a land. So I think we still do have to keep up Power Word Kill. We could Thoughtseize away potential Greasefang, but I think I'm just going to leave up the removal spell. And still functional on 2 black lands somehow, right? I guess we get got by exactly Thoughtseize plus Greasefang, but it looks like they don't have it. Another Informant, okay. Another Sky Sovereign, gotcha. Okay, there's the land. Unfortunately, it's a blue land though, and not green land. So I guess we could start by Thoughtseizing. Cruise the Salvage in response, interesting. So there's a Greasefang if they want it. All right. Do take Greasefang, but we can potentially Thoughtseize it away. Yep, looks like we're gonna do that. So it works out pretty nicely. And then, I think at this point I don't mind just blocking Informant, one of these Informants with the Siphoner. I think that's fine. Yeah, because we're otherwise just going down by 6, down to 8. And then, yeah, just blocking here is fine. Especially considering they just have a 3rd one in hand. I guess in that case, though, we could have played out the 2nd one. Perhaps that was the play. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that was correct. I'm not sure why I didn't just do that. Liliana of the Veil, okay. That's quite good. I guess I'll put back Rogue Refiner. And then I guess now we could just kill one of these Informants. If they top deck Greasefang, then so be it. Yeah. Oof. So I guess we kind of have to Siphoner here, despite them just being able to Edict. Would have loved to have drawn a 2nd land, or a 4th land, so we could go Siphoner. Discard Glissa. They had a Fatal Push in hand, so they should have Fatal Pushed first. Yeah, in fact, I'm just going to take this now, so we could start attacking. Thoughtseize, I guess that's a discard for Liliana. Just attack her. And then I'll get down my 2nd Siphoner. Still dead to a top deck Greasefang or Traverse. Vessel, okay. So they should plus now. Or minus. Yeah, gotcha. Okay. So, artifact creature, enchantment land, they choose chariot, makes sense. So unfortunately we're going to have to attack, kill Liliana this turn. I think I will go down to 4. Oh, it's a little suspect. Shield Druid's actually really good. And yeah, I guess I'm just playing Shield Druid. Go down to 2, but shouldn't matter too much. As we... I guess if they top deck a removal spell, then we're dead, but I think we have to go for Shield Druid there. Oh, uh-oh, well. They just have the Greasefang, dang. Okay. So, yeah, still can't do anything about that. They have Parhelion in the graveyard. But with 3 minutes on the clock for the opponent, I think we're doing pretty well. And yeah, they just concede. Alright. Okay, so after the matches, we went technically 2-3 in the league, but 2-3 overall in the actual matches that we got to play. Yeah, my thoughts on the deck list, I think it was really fun. I love the energy theme of the Aether Hubs and the Siphoners. Really nice. I think the 1-off Attune with Aether makes a lot of sense as well as just the additional energy and then fixing here and there, especially in a 3-color deck. However, along those lines, I don't think that the blue is really that necessary. It's primarily for the Rogue Refiners, which I acknowledge are very cohesive, are very nice in, you know, mid-range decks just by replacing themselves and then getting us the energy advantage. But I don't think it's really that worth it. The Shark Typhoons weren't that impressive either. And like I said in one of the matches, I think the Disdainful Strokes can just be Duresses, and then obviously the Egos can just be Necromenches and call it a day. So I don't think that adding the 3rd color is worth just the mana restrictions. And we saw that in the games that the mana was definitely not ideal. Kind of similar to the last donation league as well. In 3-color decks, it's just so hard to have a functional mana base in Pioneer, unfortunately, unless you're playing like Mana Confluence. So it's really difficult. The Aether Hubs do help it a lot, but we also saw the downside of a card like this with when you just don't have any energy, it just doesn't produce any colored mana source whatsoever. So definitely has a downside there, but yeah, other than that, I like the deck. I think, let's see, if we go like minus Siphoners, minus Shark Typhoons, and minus the blue cards, we get 6 cards to deal with. So I would imagine I want some amount of more Lilianas. Not sure if this Last Hope is really that necessary. Could probably see going up a Shield Druid. Probably would want another Scooz as well. And then we have 2 cards to deal with, so probably would want a 24th land. And then I guess just a flex slot, perhaps like a Duress main deck, maybe an extra removal spell, something like that. And then in the sideboard, Duress, Necromentia. And I don't think these Extinction Events are entirely necessary. Pretty much not really seeing mono green whatsoever. And with the addition of the extra Scooz and just the removal spells, I don't think that they're really necessary. So I could probably put those down, maybe have like an extra Ritual of Soot. Not really sure if the Bank Busters are that necessary either. Yeah, I would have to do some thinking, but for sure would probably want perhaps some more Graveyard Hate, as we're a little late on that. I mean, I guess we went against Greasefang, but perhaps would want like an extra Hearse or an extra I don't know, like a Graveyard Trespasser in the sideboard, something like that. But other than that, I really liked the idea of the energy theme. I think that it's for sure an unexplored archetype in the format. Definitely has some legs. Siphoner was just like really, really impressive this league. Definitely fragile to removal, but once it's able to stick, especially if you're able to go turn 2 hub into Siphoner, then turn 3 activation, that's just really, really insane. And is a very, very powerful card and is surprisingly really aggressive and can really pressure the opponent with the menace. Is surprisingly versatile and impactful. So with that being said, Philip, thank you so much for the deck. I hope you enjoyed, despite the variance here and there, and I guess the match for opponent just disconnecting. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Hope all the viewers enjoyed it as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.